Gotta get back, back to the past, Samurai Jack. Watch out, back to the past. Gotta get back, Samurai Jack, 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 Jack. Samurai Jack. If you think of cartoons ranging back all the way to the early 2000s, it's quite possible that Samurai Jack will come to mind. Now, I was born in 1999, which was a year before the first season of Samurai Jack aired. And this might get a little bit deep for you guys, but me and my brother, we don't really get along that much. But there was one thing that we had both agreed that we could watch together, and that was Samurai Jack. I mean, just Samurai Jack had a really big point in my life, or a really big kind of some word I can't really think of right now in my life. I mean, even years after it ended, I can still remember the theme song. Heck, I would find myself humming it sometimes. And Aku's voice, I can remember it so vividly. Like, this show I cannot forget. Like, yeah, I grew out of it, but still, it's just, I could still hear the theme song, I can still hear Aku's voice. And it's just, this show was a kind of a big part of my life. When I found out that the show was going to get a continuation, I was like, oh, I thought it ended. I didn't know it got canceled. Because, like, I was young. I didn't know that canceling was a thing with TV shows. I just thought they just ran the course and then they ended. Which kind of explains what happened to Justice League. Anyways. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. Because, you know, I was at school on my Chromebook, I was kind of looking at videos, and I see this thumbnail about Samurai Jack returning. I watch it and I see this little teaser. I was like, okay, so are they going to be rebooting it? Are they going to bring it back to Cartoon Network? But no, they won't be bringing it back to Cartoon Network. They were going to continue it on Adult Swim, which I was kind of surprised about because, you know, we all know Samurai Jack as a type of kid show. So I was like, okay, well, what are they going to do that they can't do on Cartoon Network? And that was when I found out why. It will be revealed that the show would be a bit darker, not excruciatingly dark, where, like, you know, heads being chopped off, blood squirting everywhere, death, nudity, all that kind of radar stuff. But it would just be a bit more edgy than it was originally. Cut to a couple weeks ago, first episode aired, and it is undoubtedly the best thing on Toonami. I mean, I never watched Toonami. Yeah, I did when I was kind of into Space Dandy, but I kind of grew out of that out after the first season, and I never looked at Toonami ever again. But Samurai Jack, again, is probably the best thing Toonami has ever shown. Not only is it the best thing on Toonami, it is what cartoons should be. I remember a day when the shows on Cartoon Network were dark and edgy. Well, not like dark, but like, you know, they were intense. But now at Cartoon Network, the shows are just not what they used to be. I mean, yeah, they have some good ones like We Bare Bears, Adventure Time, Regular Show, but they also have a lot of flops. I mean, they rebooted a couple of old shows from the early 2000s. You have Powerpuff Girls and Ben 10, but those aren't as good. Samurai Jack is a reboot done right. I mean, it's a mild reboot, but it's still the same Samurai Jack that we all knew and grew up with. But just a few small changes to it. You know, for one, the art style is a bit more refined, because instead of doing all hand-drawn, it's all digital now. And it's also a bit more violent. You know, they have some blood in there now, and some... Yeah, I guess blood and guns are like the only things that they have in there now. And yeah, they had to change Aku's voice because the passing of Mako was kind of a hiccup with that. But either way, it's still the Samurai Jack we all know and love. So far with this season, it has kept me on the edge of my seats, just waiting for the new episode to come out. I mean, just this show has been killing it. I mean, just everything about this season's been so awesome. And the action's amazing. And also, we also have a lot of good story arcs going on, even some little scenes. I mean, all the scenes where Jack's talking to his mental self are awesome. Like, I can watch Phil alone or I can just watch like a series about Samurai Jack arguing with his mental self. I mean, Phil is doing that much of a good job. We're also introduced to the Daughters of Aku, and they are awesome. How times have I said awesome so far? The Daughters of Aku are really good villains. Like, they are such a good change from the robot assassins and stuff. I mean, just okay. Seriously, how much do I say I mean? Like, seriously, the Daughters again are really good villains. I enjoyed the fight scenes between them and Jack so much. I mean, yeah, like my jaw was hanging like this the whole fight scene, because I'm like, he is offing girls. He is killing them left and right. Well, besides Ashi, who is the remaining daughter, who is now somewhat of Jack's sidekick. Speaking of Ashi, a lot of people are starting to ship her and Jack, and I might be one of them. I mean, just ever since he kind of started to like kind of be together, you know, kind of going on their journeys together. Well, it's only been like one. It's been only been like one. Or actually, it was last week when Ashi was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with you so you can show me the truth. But either way, just their chemistry is awesome. I look forward to what they do together every episode. Because I know eventually they're either going to be like, you know what, let's have a father-daughter thing, or they'll just fall in love with each other. I doubt that happens, because I feel like Jack's going to die at the end of this season. God, knock on wood, man. You gotta knock on wood if you don't want Jack to die. Knock on wood! Overall, the season so far is killing it. I would have done one sooner, but I wanted to wait like at least 5 episodes just so I can have like a full crafted opinion, not just being going off of one or 2 episodes. But is this worth watching? Heck to the yes, it is worth watching. If you're a fan of the show back in the day, then you will love this, because this show does not disappoint. If anything, it probably made it better. Which I hate saying, but it's the truth. And until next time, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.